move on. It appears Argentina is better at soccer than the United States. Your reaction to Messi's goal yesterday? Woo! Oh! I'll take that as speechless. This was a glimpse. Barry Pachesky, Deadspin, Grant Wall, Sports Illustrated, among those who say the domination showed the U.S. what a world superpower looks like, and for that reason, could be a good thing. Tim Kalisha, you called this an exhibition yesterday. I don't want to misunderstand that. We'll skip you. Kevin Blackistone, are you seeing a bright side to getting your cleats handed to you by the #1 team, #1 player in the world?
Absolutely not. It seems like we go through this every few years when the U.S. team, the men, fall to one of the powers in their continent or somewhere else in the world. No shots on goal. One corner attempt last night, which I think came after the 67th minute. What are we talking about? This game was over before it started, basically. 3 minutes in, and you're down 1-0. What are you going to do now? I don't see any positives coming out of this. To me, this just underscored how far behind the U.S. still is on the world soccer scene. And you know what? It puts 2002, that quarterfinal World Cup match against Germany, which I think was a 1-0 setback, way in the rearview mirror. If you thought they were turning the corner then, they're not turning the corner now. Kate Fagan?
I want to see the silver lining here and say that now we've kind of got a outlook on where we need to be when we go up to try and qualify for the World Cup heading into 2018. But at the same time, if you rewind, we had an excellent showing against Spain in advance of the Brazil World Cup, and we still performed at the level that pretty much we've become accustomed to performing at the world stage, which is pretty good, but never rising to that elite level. I mean, and you can't help but also point out that we've had Klinsmann for a number of years, and there was a peak there heading into 2014 World Cup in terms of ELO ratings, but now we're back at around the same level we were before Bradley years. So it doesn't feel like the national team is making the kinds of strides in performance and excelling at an international, really elite level that we thought that we would be at this point with Klinsmann.
Bill Plaschke?
Until this country decides to hold its soccer team to the same standards that we hold our basketball and baseball and football teams, we'll never do anything. And I'm so sick of this, oh, it's a positive outcome, or oh, we learned something. If this were football or baseball, we would be all over these people. Are you kidding me? When's somebody going to say Michael Bradley stinks, get him out of there? When's somebody going to say that Jurgen Klinsmann maybe he's not doing the job? When's somebody going to say that Clint Dempsey got worked? If these guys were athletes in other sports, we would be all over. But soccer, so little steps, baby steps. No, soccer, that's the biggest problem.
Happening here?
Soccer. I mean, that's the absolute biggest problem, is that we're not holding them accountable to the standards of we're not putting pressure on them.
Okay, you want to address that?
No.
Yeah, I mean, the biggest problem is not us not holding the team accountable. The biggest problem is the infrastructure of soccer at the grassroots level. It's about privilege and money, and the people who can play soccer and the kids who can play soccer have money. That's the absolute biggest problem. Perhaps way down the line is us not holding the team as accountable.
Tim Kalisha?
No.
Well, the good news is, as I tried to point out yesterday, a World Cup game is always going to be much bigger than an exhibition of elite talent like Messi is likely to put on in this game. Some of that may
that was the exhibition you were trying to
know. They may not have gotten all that yesterday. That's what I was trying to suggest. But to Bill's point, I don't think it's fair to do that until we start seeing like the best high schools in this country and hearing the football and baseball coaches saying, yeah, the best athletes in the school, they won't play our sports. They're all playing soccer. I don't think we hear that anywhere, basically. And until that happens, I don't know why we expect the best athletes.
I mean, was Argentina more athletic than that team last night? But they were more skilled. This was about skill. This is about the lack of building the youth. I mean, where is Julian Green, who was 2 years ago going to be the future of this program? Why? Bill Plaschke, I'll let you get back in here. You seem like you have a lot here.
It's not about athleticism. We were so much more athletic last. We're bigger than them. It's about skill. You're right, Tony. It is about skill. We can find, if we can find 24 kids that have this kind of skill, we can, and we will. It's not about not having enough athletes. It's about not holding them at the grassroots level, treating them with privilege, treating them with kick gloves, allowing them to advance slowly, and not putting the pressure on them like we do the LeBron James of this country, the A-Rods, and that kind of thing.
All right. We'll let you get away with that, Plaschke. We're going to move on.
I'm going to try because it's through.
Looks like the Warriors and Spurs.